Joining me now, one of the newest prospects of the Anaheim Ducks. He is Ben King of the Red Deer Rebels, his fourth-round selection in the 2022 NHL Draft. Ben, first of all, congratulations, and take me back to, the NHL Draft, July 7th and 8th. Where were you? How did you hear you were selected? What was the reaction like for you and those close to you that you were joining the Anaheim Ducks?
Yeah, first of all, thanks a lot. And I was here in Vernon with my family and grandparents and then a few friends. We were just here watching kind of both days and sitting around. And then we heard my name got called and quickly looked up and saw it was Anaheim, and everyone started cheering. And it was a really exciting moment for myself, obviously. And then my family too was super excited for me. And it was just an exciting day all around. So couldn't be happier.
I tell you what, this year was, perhaps a little different, perhaps a little special for guys like yourself, the 2002 birth year, because there were a few guys from our league, Mikey Mill, yourself, Jared Davidson, who ended up hearing their names called at the draft. I mean, for you, is that maybe a little bit more special knowing that all the hard work that you've put in over the years and your time in the Western Hockey League has paid off?
Yeah, no, I think so for sure. I mean, the last 2 years, in the last two drafts were a little disappointing, but I think I just kept my head down and kept working hard, just like those other two guys you mentioned. I'm sure they're in the same boat and saying the same thing, and just kind of to get rewarded here this kind of third year and third draft opportunity is really exciting, and kind of just shows that just keep going and hard work pays off. And I think that's how I approached it and just kept going no matter what. So it was really exciting to kind of get rewarded here after the year I had. So it was super exciting.
Let's talk about that year. You led the league in goals with 52, and I mean, your 1-2 punch with Archie Baines was the most formidable 1-2 punch numbers-wise in the Western Hockey League. What clicked for you guys this season?
Yeah, I mean, he's an exceptional player, and I think Vancouver got a really, really good, talented player there. And I think for us, we've been together for 2.5 years now, and just being on the line almost every game. And I think we just had that chemistry, and we were good as a duo. I think he's kind of that playmaker, highly skilled guy, and I'm more of a goal scorer, kind of put the puck in the net. So I think we clicked a lot in that ways, and we worked a lot in practice with just little passes, little plays, talked a lot, and I think it just kind of paid off finally this year, and we really clicked, and it was awesome.
I want to ask you as well, while we're on the topic of the Red Deer Rebels, about a guy that played on your line a fair bit and is right now representing Canada at the Lincoln Gretzky Cup, and that is Caitlyn Lin. This is a guy, 6th overall pick in the Bantam draft, and certainly turned heads in Red Deer last year, but is making waves right now in Red Deer with Team Canada. What makes him click, and what should fans in Red Deer and around the league maybe be excited for from him in the coming years?
Yeah, no, he's an exceptional player too. He's being 16 last year. I think he had 20 plus goals, and he plays hard. I mean, he finishes every check. He plays hard, forechecks, back checks. He kind of does it all. He's a hard-nosed player, and he can score goals. So I think as a fan's perspective, he gets the crowd going with a big hit almost every game. And just being 16, he's no nerves, no nothing. He just goes out there and plays. And I think seeing him being able to represent Canada in that tournament's super exciting. And being in Red Deer too, all the fans get to watch him more. And I think it's pretty cool, and I'm happy for him.
Back to you. It was a pretty quick turnaround for yourself. Once you did hear your name called, Ben, by the Anaheim Ducks, you got to head down to Southern California, experience, what development camp was all about. Take me through that experience and just getting your first taste of that organization. I know, you had a development camp experience last year, but now as, a drafted player, what were some of the differences you noticed and maybe, some of the takeaways that you have from that experience in Anaheim?
Yeah, no, I kind of went there a few days after the draft, and I was there for about a week or so, and it was a really great experience, just kind of being there, getting a taste of that pro hockey, see how they kind of all the coaches and staff approach kind of every day, and the stuff they give you, the feedback they give you, it's just all amazing. And I think the practices were great. The workouts were great too. And it was a great weekend. And I think after the practice, just enjoying the sun and the palm trees down there, it's kind of hard to beat. So it's super, super fun and kind of a neat place to be.
I asked another Ducks prospect, Connor Vidston, the same thing. Anaheim's a little different than Tisdale, Saskatchewan, where he's from, when it comes to the weather and when it comes to the ambiance. So you enjoyed that SoCal life for the week that you were down there, I can imagine.
Oh yeah, no, it's hard to beat. I mean, 25 plus every day, sunny, and the palm trees, I think, really make it and kind of make you feel like it's a special place. So it was a cool experience and a bit different from where I'm from too.
Tell you what, Ben, as we speak right now, it's the first week of August. We're, plus minus a month away from the camp season, be it the Western League level, the NHL level. When you look at the year ahead, it's certainly a year of opportunity for you. What are some of the goals that you have in mind that you would like to accomplish that you're working toward right now?
Yeah, obviously my goal is kind of to make it to that next level. And I'm kind of going down there with that attitude that I want to play there and I want to stay there for the rest of the year. And so I'm just kind of training and being on the ice and just kind of getting towards going to camp here and in the next month or so, and going with that attitude that I want to get to the next level, and then we'll kind of see where I go and what happens from there. But that's what I'm thinking.
What are some of the subtleties that maybe you're focusing on here in terms of your training? I know a lot of guys that I've been speaking to say it's all about getting faster and stronger. Would you kind of echo that sentiment?
Yeah, no, that's kind of where the game's going. And I think being a big guy like me, that's one area that I want to prove, just my quickness and kind of getting out of turns. And I think it'll really help me get to the next level and then also succeed there. So I think that's kind of the main focus for me this summer and the rest of summer.